Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rock Talk Happy Hour. My name is Mario, here with Kim. Just me and Kim today. This is a podcast about craft beer and music, where every episode we try different craft beers. We rate them, discuss them, and sometimes we learn a little bit about them, all while talking music-related topics. Now, we had a topic, and we had it set aside, and it was supposed to be songs that have references.
Songs that dated themselves with references?
There you go. You said it better. Songs that dated themselves with references. But Frank and Britt couldn't make it tonight, so instead of skipping on a show, there was some stuff that I didn't want to talk about, and I was like, this might take some time, so might as well just do an episode with Kim and I, since we've done it before. And those episodes always come out pretty good. I like them. So, yeah. Okay. But so we'll do that next episode. That'll be episode 80, and it probably won't be next week because I have a gig, so we won't be able to do it. But today is November 11th, and it's Veterans Day. Yeah. So happy Veterans Day, and thank you to all the veterans who have served. It was pretty crazy because I had an idea like way too late. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, we should have done a topic of like bands who had members who served.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So I think I'll save that for next year because I thought about that like super late.
Write it down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, write it down.
I'll write it
you
down
have a pen in your hand.
Veterans Day! ! Okay. So I'll write that and we'll use that
That's not enough, but you can write it later.
Yeah. It's a reminder.
You're going to be like, what is this for?
No, I'll make a note again too because I go back and listen to it to edit it. And today is I didn't know this I learned this. I don't know how I came across this today, but today is National Metal Day. So apparently it's every November 11th. I had no idea. I can read a little description real quick. This is off of nationaltoday.com. This is actually, I told you guys about this website where I was trying to stay relevant to holidays that were around the times we do episodes. And I was like, I'll just keep looking at this calendar. And sure enough, I stopped looking at it. And I came across this today, and it says, in honor of the classic metal mockumentary, this is Spinal Tap, which they were showing on TV earlier while we were having dinner. National Metal Day falls on November 11th every year. Metal declares independence from the mundane and conventional, while insanity, alienation, and death are the foundation of gloomy introspection, which is all part of the culture. However, it's not all doom and gloom. In fact, some metal can even be uplifting. I'm just gonna read a quick paragraph real quick from the history of National Metal Day. It says the famous "This Is Spinal Tap" scene, explaining how the band's amps go up to 1 louder than 10, is the basis for National Metal Day's unique date. Moreover, the day was first celebrated in 2011. So yes, the first one was on November 11th, 2011. So it was first celebrated in 2011 by 24-hour music network VH1 Classic. The celebrations began on November 1st, allowing more time for the network to focus on airing metal concerts, specials, movies, and videos each night, leading up to the grand finale on 11/11/11, when VH1 premiered the film Metal Evolution. So yeah, I didn't know that. Pretty cool. Yeah, happy
New Year.
No, I said happy.
I thought you said happy.
Well, almost. Yeah, it did kind of sound like I was going to say that. Happy National Metal Day. So yeah, pretty cool. So I guess it kind of aligns with what I wanted to talk about today. Going to talk about a few things, and I know we've been talking about this, Kim and I separately, and then also too in the I can't talk today. Podcast chat in our little text group. One thing I wanted to talk about was Ozzfest 2022. Also wanted to talk about the festival that's supposed to be going on in Las Vegas next year called Sick New World, which every time I read that, I'm so close to saying Sick Sad World. And it looks
You've
similar.
Been watching too much Daria.
It also has a spiral in the back, like the
really?
logo. Yeah, it has a spiral, and I was like, it kind of looks like it, and I wonder if they kind of, by accident, if you guys,
or like a subliminal, like a subconscious.
Yeah, like
thing,
subconscious thing. I'll show you one of because I took a screenshot earlier, and then the other thing I just want to talk about probably at the end because it'll be real quick. It's about a gig, a show that Metallica played earlier this month. Look, check it out. It's like a spiral in the back.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Mystic Spiral.
They
might make it, but they might be late.
Yeah.
They're thinking of changing the name.
So, our first, I mean, we usually kick off the show with a couple of our world famous segments. First one, what are we drinking? But we're not drinking anything yet.
Water.
But Kim and I will get into some beers like shortly. And then our other segments are Hangover, where we talk about things from previous episodes that we didn't get to talk about. We don't have to worry about that one this time. We'll wait until Frank and Britt come back, and we'll see if anyone has anything. And then our other one is Brews and News and Brews. Basically, this episode kind of spun off from that segment piece that I had we done the original topic today. But I decided to give it its own episode, like I said, because I think I was going to talk about it quite a bit. So, before we get into it, of course, Kim and I will talk about, what do you want to talk about first? Ozzfest 2002 or Sick New World?
Sure, because that's the most thing that I've heard you like talk about the past couple days.
Yeah, so Ozzfest is going on for 4 days, started yesterday, November 10th. So, before we get into it, Kim, I'll let you pick a beer from the fridge. I got 4 lined up. On the top, you can get any one you want. We'll start with that, and then if we like it, we'll keep drinking it, and if not, then we'll pick another one shortly. So, to start off, Ozzfest 2002, 2002, oh my god, I'm all over the place today. 2022. Oh, Kim got the beer pretty quick. All right, well, I guess let's introduce this first beer.
Because I got that one because we've been like anxious for it.
Yeah.
We've had it, but we've been like, we've seen it at the store, and every time we're like, oh.
Well, we can tell a story
we've been
about
looking
it.
for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, something we've been wanting it.
So here's what happened. We can tell a story about this. So this beer, I don't know if they re-released it, but they released it this year during the Texas State Fair, because they were releasing like beers flavored for like fair foods and stuff like that. So this is Cotton Candy Pilsner. It says with natural flavor. This is by Texas Ale Project. So Texas Ale Project they're from Dallas, aren't they? Yeah, they're from Dallas. They're from Dallas. 5.5% ABV. Has cool little like carnival artwork. I'll post this, of course, on the Instagram. Has a little cotton candy. Now the story with this is that Kim and I visited Martin House Brewery last year, and we actually visited a total of 4 breweries while we were there in the area, Dallas, Fort Worth. And we ended up stopping by Texas Ale Project. I think that was the last stop we made.
Yeah, before that, sorry.
Oh, no, go for it.
We were planning, our initial thing was we were going to go to Martin House. And then I was like, hey, Panther Island's in Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. And then like one night, at night I can't sleep. And so I'm like, I'll just look at stuff that pops into my brain. And the Pantera beer was coming out, and you wanted some, but they weren't distributing it yet.
Yeah, because it hadn't been a wide release yet.
And I was like, didn't Mario say that breweries in Dallas? I was like, we're going to be in the area. Yeah. It's like a 30 minute drive. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, let's see where that is. So then we went to Texas Ale Project. Yeah.
So what happened? So we ended up going, and we, they had the Pantera beer banners there at the brewery. I tried it there because at that point they weren't distributing it outside of Dallas. From what I know, they hadn't hit San Antonio. So that was last year. But this year you can find it. We see it at the store every time we go. I think the ones that I got, I had ordered those, if I'm correct. So anyways, we were there, and we ended up...
No, didn't they have it canned and we brought it home?
Oh, you know what? You're right. That's one of the only ones we brought back.
Yeah.
Because they had this one and we didn't bring it back.
Yeah,
and I was like, damn, I should have got... That's right. So we brought some back, and I remember Kim was looking at some Pantera beer shirts. And we ended up getting one. I bought some stickers from there too. I have it on my guitar case. So anyways, we get a flight and we try a few, and this Cotton Candy Pilsner was one of them. And from what I remember, I mean, I could look at our Untapped and see what we rated it then, but maybe I'll do it for next episode. Because I do have 2 of these, so maybe we'll try it with Britt. So I remember we were there and we tried it and we're like, man, these beers are all right. Yeah. But when we were leaving, I was like, man, I should have brought back some of the...
Just to taste it.
Just to taste it. Yeah. Should have brought back some of the Cotton Candy Pilsner. And so it was whatever. We had already left the brewery at this point when I had thought about that. And I didn't think I was going to see it again. And then the past couple of weeks, we've been looking for it because I saw that it was released. And everywhere we went, they only had I think it was 4 or 6 packs, something like that. They didn't have singles. So finally, yesterday we went to the store and they had singles, and I ended up getting a couple. So we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna say again for the first time, because I don't remember what we rated it, or I just remember it was like whatever. All the beers we had there. No offense to Texas Ale Project, because I did like the Pantera beer when I think, because I've had it again after that. But anyways, we're gonna try it again right now. And then we'll try it again probably next time with Britt, and we'll rate it right now officially for the podcast, because it was never rated officially for the show since we tried it outside the show and it was on Untapped. So I'll go ahead and let Kim do the honors. Like I said, it's a Pilsner, 5.5%, has natural flavors. Maybe since then they've updated the recipe. I don't know. But
it's not pink.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Rose color, like a rosy rose gold color.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You see, I don't remember. They might have changed some stuff too, and maybe it's different because it's in the can. I don't know. But yeah. So when we had it, of course, we had it draft, which we always say draft is better than can, but sometimes it just depends. So let me write this on here.
This is good.
All right, let me see. Let me smell.
Way better than draft, which is weird.
Smells like a Pilsner with a little bit of sweetness.
Good.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh. I need to get another one.
Whoa.
Like another one.
It's like if I had cotton candy in my mouth and then
took a sip of beer.
Of a good light beer.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it tastes like.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all when we had it there.
It wasn't like
this,
strong.
Right? Yeah.
Because I love cotton candy.
Me too.
I love like eating cotton candy. I love this cotton candy like
I gotta have my cotton candy ice cream at Baskin Robbins. Yeah, no, this is really good. I give it a
dang.
And because it's a Pilsner, it has that little bit of bitterness, but it doesn't really affect it.
It's like 4.5. Like I want to give it a 5, but that bitterness, like it could be a tad sweeter, I think.
Yeah. But it's weird because it tastes like you legit have cotton candy in your mouth.
So good.
You know what? I think I'm gonna stick with you. 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what Britt says, but I'm surprised. I know. I've been wanting to try it, and I was like, oh, we got to try it again. So I'm glad we did. So I'll let Kim, drink some of that if she wants. We still got some in the cans, just the two of us. And I'll get into Ozzfest 2022, and then we can try another beer.
I'm gonna put it back in the fridge though.
Yeah, go for it. So Ozzfest 20. Damn, I even wrote 2002 on here. All right, Ozzfest 2022. So this was a weird thing. It was announced. I want to say it was announced a couple of weeks ago or something like that. I don't remember seeing anything about it before then. But the last touring Ozzfest, I believe, was like 2007, and since then they've had like one-off shows in Japan, and they've had a small little run in Europe, and they did a Ozzfest meets Knotfest a few times in the past few years. But they announced this one, and this one was a little different. So this one was announced to be held November 10th through the 13th. So it started yesterday. Today was the second day. And it was to be held in the MetaVerse. If you don't know what the MetaVerse is, I'll explain it in a little bit. At Decentraland, which is, I'll get into that again too, which is part of the MetaVerse. And it's also part of the MetaVerse Music Festival. So that's going on as well too. I'm going to get into that. This is the lineup for Ozzfest 2022. And this is just this part of the MetaVerse Music Festival. So there's so many details to get into, but here we go. So Ozzfest 2022 lineup is Brittoff. Brittoff, I believe, I want to say they're Swedish. I forgot what he said, but I follow him on Instagram and Facebook now because they were really good. I saw him earlier today. There's another band called The Raven Age, Black Label Society, Skid Row, Megadeth, Ozzy Osbourne, and this is a weird one, Motorhead, of course, because Lemmy passed away a few years ago. So Motorhead hasn't been active in a while. So I was kind of interested to see what they were going to do with that because there was no details. So anyways, going back to the main details of the Ozzfest. Let's go back, start from the beginning.
Like 2000?
No.
Just kidding.
So they're holding it in the MetaVerse. Kim, what do you know about the metaverse? I know there's been a lot of talk about the metaverse because of Facebook and how it's supposed to change to Meta.
Is that the Foo Fighters had something like this.
Yes,
and
that was on Facebook.
Was a bust.
Yes. So that was...
I mean, not any of their fault, but it just, they couldn't handle, I guess their server couldn't handle or something. That just, and people were disappointed because they needed like special gear to like really like be in it or something.
So
I don't remember exactly.
The main thing was a server issue with that. Okay. So what it was, so that was for Super Bowl. Yeah, it was the post Super Bowl performance.
That's right.
Earlier this year. And I said, I was like, hey Kim, let's check this out, right? So going back to the metaverse. If you've seen the movie or read the book Ready Player One, basically that's the concept. It's in the baby stages right now, or it's in the how do you say it? It's in the infant like stages or some however you word that. Yeah, it's in the baby stages. I'm gonna say that because it sounds easier. So they're building up to that. I mean, even
beta.
Yeah, it's in the beta stages. Pretty much, it's in the beta stages. That's the techie version, but yeah. Okay. So Facebook is heading in that direction. I think everyone's heard the news at one point or another that it's going to change to Meta. It's going to be called Meta, and it's going to be part of the metaverse. And basically what it is, it's going to be this interactive web community where like you're going to have a projection of yourself digitally in the digital world, and you're going to be able to connect with each other, play games, and this is all going to be also too connected in some part by VR headsets like Oculus and stuff like that. No, go ahead.
No, it's good because a lot of us use Facebook on our phones, and if is this going to be like a Facebook thing or like
no. So Facebook, separate. It's just going to be a piece of it. Okay. So Facebook is going to change to Meta. And it's just going to be a part of the metaverse. So the metaverse, like, how are our
phones going to handle this kind of thing?
Well, we'll get into that too. So just like we said, it's in the baby stages. It's in the I guess the beta stages. Yeah, and basically they're trying to lead up to that, to where everyone you're going to be able to have your avatar. You're going to be able to jump in digitally, hang out with people. You're going to be able to attend events.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you're going to be able to attend events virtually, play games. Talk to people, watch videos, chat with people, talk to people like live. I had that option to do that, and I'll tell you guys about it later. So anyways, it's in the metaverse. Now, within the the metaverse is just like this giant, basically it's the digital copy of our world. It's basically what it is. We'll keep it like that. Now, the Ozzfest was being held on this website called Decentraland. Apparently, it's the first decentralized digital world online. I don't know what that means. I didn't get into the technical stuff of that. I don't know what decentralized means. Maybe Bert and Frank would have had some insight on that. But anyways, it was on decentraland.org. So that's where it was being held. And this is like the part of the web where this little piece of the world is, right? And when you're there, of course, you jump in and you create an avatar, make it look like you, whatever, add some stuff, glasses, hat, shirts, whatever, right? Give yourself a screen name or whatnot, and you jump in and you have a little guy to help you, like a little robot, and he gives you a tutorial how to navigate through the world. And it's like this. It's just a massive world. There, you have a map, and you can just go to different places. So right now, like I said earlier, something's going on called the MetaVerse Music Festival, and in the metaverse, there's different music festivals going on. Ozzfest was just one of them. There was one that I saw that was Japan pop music one that was going on. Then there was another one where it was like a rave music festival. And basically there's like all these parts of the world, and you can just travel to or explore and just walk around. You can make purchases in there. You can talk to people that are nearby. You can either chat with them in the world chat, or you can talk to them, actually turn on your voice chat and talk to whoever's nearby. You can interact. You can play games with people. There was this one part of the world where there was like a Tetris event going on. I didn't go there. Kim knows I'm a big Tetris fan. I didn't go in there to check it out. But I'll go into the reasons why I didn't. So anyways, that's what it is. And Ozzfest 2022 was part of that. So you would jump to it, and you'll see pictures on Instagram now. And then I'll also be posting, pictures on Instagram of what the venue looked like too. So what's crazy about this is that they wanted to be inclusive to a lot of people. And I was trying to get into the event. A lot of people were, and we were having issues because Kim was saying earlier, how are our phones going to handle it? And I think we're still at that point where we're not quite there yet, because in order to do that, like, you have to have some pretty powerful equipment to run this without any kind of lag or any kind of glitchiness, or without having something crash like your laptop or your phone. But if you're using that and you're still curious about it, I was able to get it to run on my laptop, because it kind of seems like you need a gaming computer to do this, because it's basically an open world. You're walking around. Things need to be loading constantly. And if you don't have a gaming computer, what I did was I just went to the settings when I had a chance and just lowered down all the graphic settings, made it super simple for the laptop to run. And I was able to catch a couple of performances. Like I said, I caught Bitroff, and I caught, some of Motorhead earlier as well, and I'll talk about that later. But here is the description from let's see if I can find it real quick on my phone. This is from the MetaVerse Music Festival page. If I didn't close it, here it is. So it's a 4-day celebration of music, innovation, culture, and creativity held online in the virtual social world of Decentraland. The festival is open for any and all to attend, so it's free. No ticket or VR headset required, though if you do have a VR headset, you can use it. So this is where the Oculus and all those other ones come in. Let me see, 15 different stages, 150 plus artists from around the world. You have Ozzy Osbourne, Soulja Boy, Bjork. Let's see what else. So that was just the description on the MetaVerse Festival website. If I go to the Facebook event for Ozzfest 2022, I can tell you what that says, and then I can tell you guys, I'm going to read to you guys some of the comments in there, because they're pretty funny about how a lot of us couldn't get in there at first. So this says, Ozzfest, the iconic global touring hard rock music festival launched by Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne, has today announced its full artist lineup. Okay, no, not that part. Taking place in Decentraland from the 10th to the 13th, with its own dedicated land parcel, including 2 stages as part of the MetaVerse Music Festival. Ozzfest will be free, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know there was 2 stages. I only seen 1. You can get NFTs. So we talked about NFTs on this podcast before briefly. Non-fundable tokens is like pieces of art that you can trade online. They're not physical pieces of anything. It's all digital. They're like one of a kind. You trade them. Ozzy had some crypto bats. I don't know. I saw a couple of them when I was roaming the land. It's like this little hexagon with like a bat on it. You can like collect those. What else? The metaverse promises to be unconstrained by the boundaries of reality, set in a sprawling Gothic castle with a giant Ozzfest logo emblazoned on the front, offering hard rock fans a total unique one-of-a-kind experience. Let's see. So, it was pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. I went in there, like I said, I kept having it crash. I tried it on my phone at first, and I was like, wait, this is not working. Then when I went to it, I found out that you needed to be on a desktop. So a lot of people didn't know that. It was like, oh, Ozzfest, but we're not there at that point yet where you can get on your phone and do it.
And that's the thing too. I feel like it's very rare that people have desktops nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
Are we going to start like reverting back to where desktops are going to be like the thing now?
Well, I think right now, since they're in the early stages, they have to use the desktops because it's the most powerful thing right now. And I think they're going to try to integrate it to the point where you can use your phones, because that's the whole idea. So that's the point that you brought up. That point that you brought up was partly in the comments where people were saying, I don't own a desktop. So I'm going to read some of the comments. Of course, I'm not going to say anyone's names, but some of them were pretty funny. So yesterday was the first day, and I tried to get in pretty much all day, and I couldn't get in. Also, too, this is in Europe, in the European time zone. So I was trying to calculate like what the real times were. So Motorhead was playing today at 12 midnight in Europe, and for us it was 6 p.m. So I had to figure that out. So I did see part of Motorhead at 6. Again, I'll get into that later. So here are some of the comments from Facebook. Can't access, no laptop or PC. Great. So somebody was trying to get on it on their phone, but they don't have a laptop or a PC, which a lot of people don't have. Let's see. It's a huge pain to use, and you have to have a pretty nice laptop to be able to run it. That's true. I'm running it right now, but it's like super laggy. The audio comes in clear, and the performances were coming in clear, which I'll get into again later. But as far as like the movement in the world and then interacting with other people, that's kind of choppy. But again, that had to do with my settings just so that I can get it to run without it crashing or freezing. Let's see. Why can't I see on my Apple laptop? Some people were trying to use tablets. That doesn't work as well. This is stupid. Can I just watch the video with all these dumb characters around? So there's actually a toggle that you can do where you can do third person or first person, and you have to know how to control everything first before you're able to actually be able to like use it, not just move around. So after I figured out all the hotkeys or whatnot, I was able to like get a visual on what I wanted to see because I was able to toggle through the visual modes. Somebody put none of this shit makes sense. Yesterday, all day, none of it made sense to me. Today, luckily Kim and I didn't have to work today, so I was able to sit down, just kind of focus on it and see if I could get it to work because I wanted to talk about it for the podcast. Let's see. Sorry, I tried to give it a chance, but this is stupid. Somebody put "future sucks" in all caps. So there was music videos, and the thing was when
just picture Squidward. Future.
Oh, I screenshotted that on my that's what I did too. I was gonna post it on Instagram. I have a photo of it. I just downloaded that today. Weird stuff, but good idea. Once a million bugs can be fixed. I keep getting booted. Same with me. Somebody who tried to watch it on Android. Again, you can't. I made it. How the hell do you go inside and see everything? Somebody was stuck outside the venue, just like I was. I was stuck in a wall. I ended up under the stage. So that was yesterday and today. And this was my favorite comment. This is the last one I'm going to read. It says, "This is bullshit, Ozzy. I don't own a fucking laptop." So that was my favorite comment. So now going to the actual event, it was kind of interesting because I think what I found out was that their performance is recorded strictly for this, but they're repeated. So like if you saw them yesterday, you're going to see a replay for the set times, quote unquote, today. Then you're going to get to see it tomorrow. But the thing is that the bands are different. So like one day, one band wasn't playing. So their first time is going to be tomorrow, but you'll be able to see that same performance again Sunday. So I haven't seen Ozzy yet. I don't think they showed his performance today, but he did have a performance yesterday.
And are they avatars too?
So here's the thing. So the first band I saw, Bitroff. Actually, let me pull up their Instagram real quick because I think they were really cool. I'm gonna see where they were from real quick and see that I'm pronouncing their name right. So they were performing. It was a live video of them. Shit, I probably was saying their name wrong. What the hell?
Is it Bri with the R?
Yeah, probably. Let me see my history. Oh, Britoff. That's what it is. They are from. Oh, great! It doesn't fucking say here. Let me try going to the Facebook. I forgot where they were from. Let's see, Britoff. So they're described as graveyard metal, pretty much doom metal, but mixed with a little bit of like upbeat stuff, like kind of like Motorhead style. I was telling a friend of mine that they sound like a cross between Black Sabbath and Motorhead. Let's see. I want to know where they're from. Doesn't fucking say on here. Anyways, they're from fucking Europe, and they were pretty damn good. So to answer Kim's question, you go into the I posted some of these pictures on Instagram. So those of you who follow the show page might have already seen this. But I'm gonna post some more pictures again. Basically, it's a virtual venue. It's like real gothic. There's like pentagrams on the ground and a pentagram on the top. There's like real gothic. There's like gothic statues everywhere. Purple flames. So there's a stage in the middle of like this pit, like a fire pit. And on top of the fire pit, there's or on top of the stage that's floating on top of the pit, there's a stage, and you could see the band on the stage. So that's their performance for Ozzfest 2022. And you can just basically stand there, look there. You can do emotes. You can, of course, you can chat with people. Blah blah blah. So they played. I saw some of it, and then I think the app crashed. I saw a couple of songs. So then after that, I was curious about Motorhead. So Motorhead. So we're recording this at 9 p.m. Motorhead was at 6 p.m. our time, and I was curious to see how that was going to happen. I was like, well, is it going to be a hologram? Is it going to be like an old performance of theirs? Which it kind of was. I mean, of course, it would have to be an old performance. So basically what it was I missed the intro because a stupid app didn't let me in. So I got in there, and that was an avatar. I took pictures of that, posted on Instagram, and basically on the screen, instead of showing a live band, it was the Motorhead logo, and it was an avatar of Lemmy performing, quote unquote. It was basically doing like 5 things over and over again.
Was it like when I think of this, I think of like Rock Band.
Yes, it was like basically like Rock Band Guitar Hero.
Okay.
It's exactly, basically that's what it was. And it was Lemmy like that in his avatar mode, and it was audio from, I don't know what performance this was. I was trying to figure it out, but there's nothing online about it because this is so new. And I tried to catch the intro again. I didn't. But they played, this is what was stupid. So they were supposed to be headlining today, right? So you would think that the performance would have been an hour. It started at 6, and by 6:20 it was done.
Oh, wow. And
some people were all like, that's it? Unless there was some kind of technical error. But some people were, I saw some, chat, something in the chat that said they didn't play Ace of Spades and blah blah blah. I literally heard a couple of songs and then I got booted. By the time I came back, they were done, and that was 20 minutes later. So Megadeth is supposed to be playing, I believe, tomorrow. Black Label Society, Ozzy Osbourne. I'm gonna try to catch some of that tomorrow. If I don't, I'm gonna try to catch some of it on Sunday. I'm just curious to see what it looks like. But so far, I've seen one live performance that was pre-recorded, I believe. It had to have been because I think they performed yesterday. And then an avatar of Lemmy for Motorhead. So Ozzfest 2022. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I know Kim walked by and saw some of it.
I saw you stuck in the wall.
Yeah. Within that venue, like there's a little Ozzfest museum, so you can go and you can see like posters from previous Ozzfest and like pictures from previous Ozzfest. There's a merch shop. I didn't go in there. I think you can buy stuff for your avatar. Some people had Ozzfest 2022 t-shirts. What else? So you could just buy stuff for your avatar, spend real money, and get.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's just like all games now. I mean,
yeah,
Kim, you were just talking about how you wanted to delete this app you had after you spent like $10.
And no, it was $1.99.
Oh, sorry.
And then I was like, no, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything from it.
So is the future here? Not quite. It's a little laggy. It's interesting because
dial up.
Yeah, I know, right? Might as well. Like Ozzy's old. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, he's been doing this since like the late 60s, and I can understand why something like this would be like easier for him. Yeah, because with when COVID happened, touring. Yeah, we both can't talk today. So like with COVID happening, a lot of bands turned to digital performances or virtual performances, I should say. Like we saw Metallica do the drive-in performance when there were still COVID restrictions. A lot of bands were doing live stream events. So I think that kind of pushed the metaverse to becoming more of a thing, more so because everyone had to turn to that. Everyone had to turn to the virtual or the digital world in order to have some kind of performance, or performance with interaction, I should say. So it's pretty interesting. It's a little ways off, but like I said, Ozzy's older. A lot of these guys are older. I mean, hell, Lemmy's not around anymore. If it was a real Ozzfest 2022, I don't think they would have done anything like this. But the fact that it's virtual, you can just plug them. Unless it was a hologram. We were talking in the chat, and they have done this before, where they brought back, some people that aren't with us anymore. They brought them back in hologram version. I think Tupac was one that they did at some festival a couple years ago, and I think we talked about it on the podcast. But that's what I thought it was going to be. It's interesting. It's not the same, but it's this is like the beginning of the new future stuff when it comes to social media stuff. This is the very beginning stages of it. It's, I don't know. It's whatevs. I mean, like I said, the technology, I think it's there, but everyone's not fully equipped to utilize it yet. But yeah, like I said, I saw some of it. I'll try to catch some more of it tomorrow. I'll post some pictures of it so you guys can see it. Or if you're interested to fucking see it yourself, like I said, it's free. You don't need a VR headset. And if you're able to get in there, just go to the settings right away and just drop all the graphic settings and you can go in there and roam around. Especially if you're into like RPGs and stuff. If anyone played like RuneScape and stuff like that. Or even like if anyone plays what's the name of that stupid game? I shouldn't say stupid because I've been wanting to play it. Like World of Warcraft, stuff like that. Just like an open world thing like that. Or even like like Minecraft or some shit like that. But it's going to still be going on tomorrow and Sunday. Well, by the time you hear this, it'll be Saturday. So the 13th is the last day. And it's not just Ozzfest, like I said. It's the MetaVerse Music Festival, not sponsored. There's different music genres having their festivals. There's a long... there was like 150 plus artists, like I said, hip hop, pop, all kinds of shit going on, games. So if you see RTHH podcast, that's us. Say hi. We're just going to be roaming around probably a little bit tomorrow or some shit like that. I don't know. Any comments? Ozzfest 2022?
No, you answered all my questions.
You never attended an Ozzfest, right?
Yes, I did. 03.
Oh, lucky. Oh yeah, we've talked about this. I attended 2005. Yeah, and then 2007, I believe, was the last touring one. I think Frank went to that one. But yeah, I mean, Ozzfest will never be the Ozzfest like it was before, ever, unless somebody decides to do a touring festival. But speaking of festivals, we'll get into a festival right now that's had a lot of stuff going on in the past week. So Kim's gonna get the next beer. We'll see what we got. So when she gets that, we are going to talk about a festival that's going to be held in Las Vegas. Ooh, excuse me. It's going to be held in Las Vegas next year. It was announced on Monday. So that was November 7th. So it was announced on the 7th. Oh shit, today's Friday. So I keep thinking today's Saturday. We'll go into more details about this because we were having small discussions about it in the group chat. There was a notification that just went out a couple of hours ago that said that the festival is completely sold out. So we'll get into the details with the...
Taste this again. It's super cold because it was in the freezer. Man, so good. Like the flavor really pops now.
Yeah, it does. It's good. No, it's good. That cotton candy pilsner is damn good. Texas Ale Project once again. Next one we got. So, this one is from Stone Brewing. These guys are from California? Yeah, California, and they also brew in Virginia. Stone Brewing, and this one, I tried to get it before Halloween, because this beer comes out before then. And it is called Enjoy by October 31st, 2022, Hazy IPA. So, there's always an Enjoy by... I don't know how long they've been doing this. I missed the one last year, but I got the one for this year. There's some little skeletons dancing on the side. It's like in a graveyard. Pretty cool artwork. Again, it's a hazy IPA, 9.4% ABV. Stone Brewing. Let's give this a try. Damn, now I taste the cotton candy in my mouth.
Sorry.
It's like...
You want some water?
Yeah, just a little bit so I can get this out. All right. So, you want to just try this from the can?
I don't care. Unless you want to pour it. It doesn't matter.
Nah, we'll just try from the can. There might be some cotton candy residue in there or whatnot.
You can taste it first.
All right. I'm going to try it first.
Because it's an IPA. You'll know if I like it or not.
It smells smells kind of tropical. Like it has some citrus in it. So I'm going to put 31 on here. Put Kim. Put me. Okay. Let's see. Is there any notes on here? No, there's no notes. I just wanted to see if they had anything
That's
about
a cool
the
can.
flavor. Yeah, it is a cool can. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Dancing skeletons. There's a moon in the back. Like I said, they release one of these every year, but I don't know how long they've been doing it. Okay. Whoa.
Oh, that was a weird face. Oh boy.
I don't know if you're gonna like this. It's weird because, man, that flavor is strong in the front. Let me try it again. It's bitter. The stupid tab broke off.
Oh, you be careful.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to push that thing in. It's bitter, like an IPA, but it has some kind of a sweetness to it, like some kind of citrusy flavor in the back end. But I don't think you're gonna like that front hit. Yeah, because it's been a while since the IPA hit me like that. It's like weird. Like it hit me weird.
I'm turning into one of those people.
I don't not like it. I would give it like
I like it.
4.
And I'm like ashamed of
myself.
myself.
No. I mean,
just kidding.
I give it a 4. It has good flavor. I just wasn't expecting that. It hit me hard. Like that flavor is really it's strong.
What is happening to me?
What do you think about the flavor?
My palate is becoming more developed.
What do you think of the flavor?
I really like it.
Yeah, but
I mean,
descriptive, please.
It tastes like any other IPA. Nothing to me sticks out like special, but it does taste very citrusy.
But it's strong though, right? Like the flavor is strong.
No, the citrus
not bitterness.
flavor
yeah.
is strong. The citrus flavor is strong, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It's not sour or anything, and the citrus doesn't add to the bitterness. It kind of just, I don't know. It's good.
So what do you want to rate it? Because I give it a 4. I like it. Just that flavor. I wasn't expecting that in the front. It's a strong flavor, but not a bad flavor.
I'll go with 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. We're time.
Kind of want to do 4.5, but I don't know. I say 4.
Okay, so let's get into this next festival. Okay, well, Kim's starting to like IPAs.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are some good ones out there. I know a lot of people who say the same thing. I know Kim and Britt started like that started off like that in the beginning when we first started this show 2 years ago, and now they're coming around to IPAs. But I was the same way, I guess, too. So. I was going to say Sick Sad World again. So, Sick New World. So, this was announced on Monday, like I said, November 7th. And this is the inaugural Sick New World Festival. It's going to be held Saturday, May 13th, 2023 in Las Vegas, Nevada. The crazy thing about this is there's a shit ton of bands on this. And I didn't realize that it's only one day. But then I guess when we were Young Fest, because that was a big deal earlier this summer, that was one day as well, was it? Or do you not know?
Say that again?
When we were Young Fest, was that one day? Or was it a weekend?
I thought that was like a weekend also. I thought it was like a couple of days.
Couple of days? Okay.
At least.
I'm not sure. I don't feel like looking it up. But this one's only one day. And I was interested, like, to the point where I was like, I wonder if we can go. I know we weren't going to be able to go because we're not sponsored by anybody. But I wanted to go because System of a Down. System of a Down was at the top of the bill. And I feel, we'll get into what I was going to say right now. Let's go into the lineup. I'm going to try to go into this. I'm going to name a lot of these bands. I might skip through some of them, but there's going to be a lot. So, Kim, if you have any thing you want to say while I'm saying these band names, let me know. System of a Down at the top. Okay. Going down. Korn, Deftones, Incubus, Evanescence, Papa Roach, Death Grips, I don't know who that is. Turnstile, I've heard of this band, but I don't know who they are. Chevelle, Flyleaf with their original singer Lacey Sturm. The Sisters of Mercy, Mr. Bungle. How do you say his name? The guy from Him?
Vio Vallo.
Okay, Vio Vallo, Placebo, Ministry, Skinny Puppy, She Wants Revenge, Cold Chamber, KMFDM, Soulfly, Killing Joke, POD, Seven Dust, Spirit Box, Hoobastank, Kitty, again, they were on When We Were Young Fest. This is a weird one. Alien Ant Farm. I didn't know they were still doing stuff. I don't know what that band says. Filter, Lacuna Coil, Horror 999, Prayers, Cold, Orgy, Cradle of Filth, Monster Magnet, Body Count, The 69 Eyes, and I think I'm done. There's more bands I didn't mention. So, going through those, that's like a new metal kind of thing going on there. And I don't know if these were the same organizers, but I kind of feel like, I didn't go do that much research, but I kind of feel like this is like an kind of like an answer to When We Were Young Fest, because I feel like that's kind of like the other side of the crowd from that time. Yeah. Like When We Were Young Fest was like the pop punk crowd. Oh, and which is
Except
weird that Kitty was
Kitty
there.
should be on that.
Yeah, which is so weird. So Kitty was on the other one, and that one, I don't know if that one sold out. I'm going to guess that it did. That one was a big deal. I don't remember the bands that were on there, but there was a lot of pop punk stuff on there. Then you get this one, and it's like all like mostly new metal bands, and all these guys were like around in that same era. And this was either an answer to that festival, or this was the same organizer, and they saw how much they cashed in on that nostalgia that they're all like, oh, let's go to this side of the nostalgia and make money off of it. Because it seems similar. It's just like I said, the other, and it's held in the same place too. It's held in Las Vegas. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the tickets, and I was, kind of thinking about it, and I was like, maybe it's possible, because my main thing is System of a Down.
I feel like things like this should be held somewhere maybe like Austin, where it's a little more like central to the East and the West Coast.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
or even
that
if
just makes a little bit more sense. Like, I know Vegas, like, we're going to
even if you go up a bit, Oklahoma, question mark. It's like, you know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like it would be easier for, it's sold out, so apparently people are going, no problem.
I just think Austin's too compact for that. Because if you go to Las Vegas, it's a fucking desert. You can come in from everywhere,
That's why I don't organize these things.
Yeah. Logistics, Kim. Logistics. So, as part of our chat, we were putting it in here. We were talking about it earlier. So, we were talking about ticket prices. And someone in the chat, who posted it? Frank, holy fucking hell. You see, I didn't really pay too much attention to this. So, let's talk about this. GA. $250.
Yeah.
Starting at $250.
Yeah.
So, if Kim and I wanted to go, this is just buying the ticket. And this is without fees.
Yeah, that's before taxes and fees.
This is before taxes and fees.
That's going to be another $2-something probably.
So, $500 for us with the base ticket price. Not including airfare, hotel, food, beer. If we want one beer each, that's probably going to be $50. Yeah. So, GA plus, whatever the fuck that is, $420. Starting at $420. VIP, starting at $520. VIP Cabana, no price. But Frank did his research, and it looks like the Cabanas were going for, they were starting at 17,000. Is that correct? That's what he typed.
Yes,
it is. So it looks like he added one to his cart. It looks like the total with all that shit comes out to $19,655 for a VIP Cabana. So why go to a festival like this and be in a fucking cabana? That makes no sense, right?
How close are you going to be? Is there going to be like a private TV in there in each one?
But
where
still,
you can
then why
see
go?
It close?
Then why not wait till it comes out on YouTube or something? Yeah. VIP Cabana. Okay, so we got that. Hotel and ticket packages. Oh, how nice. They actually had a ticket and hotel package. I didn't see that. Starting at $489. So we were talking about this earlier, and this was in the afternoon, 12:24. That's when Frank sent us that information. There were some posts going on from the Sick New World Instagram that said, hey, there's still tickets available. The early bird tickets sold out, blah, blah, blah. Literally 3 hours ago, I think around the time I was watching Motorhead, notification came on Instagram. They are 100% sold out. This bitch was announced Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, not even 5 days. Yeah. It was like 4 days and change. And the festival sold out. That's a fuck ton of money. Like, the VIP, that whole VIP thing is insane to me. And I was telling Frank and them in the chat that's got to be influencers. Like these type of festival things, just especially it's in Vegas.
Like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, there's no fucking, like Kim and I, we were talking earlier, we have decent jobs. And we could not afford to go there, just the two of us. Even with our savings, like we wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
I mean, we could, but then we'd
screw ourselves. Yeah, wouldn't be able to pay the mortgage. But I mean, those ticket prices are fucking insane. Okay. Here are the details. Well, he was nice enough to send the fucking VIP package. Here we go. So let me read this off. VIP Cabana, $17,000. Fuck, I thought it said 1,700, and I looked at it again, and how many zeros there were? 17 fucking 17,000.
Wait, I didn't even realize you were saying 17.
No, 17. Yeah.
That's a fucking. I knew it was.
That's like a cheap car.
I'm stupid.
Yeah. It's a fucking cheap car. So this is what it says. Each VIP cabana must be 21 and up. Includes...
They must have a payment plan or
Oh,
some
wow.
shit.
Includes up to 10 VIP tickets. And it comes with the following. Ultimate roped off viewing area with security, shade, and VIP service. Okay, so you have security, you have a nice viewing area. This is weird though. It's one day, all those fucking bands. Kim and I were talking about the set times. So, I'm gonna guess, I don't know what the layout was for when we were Young Fest, but usually these festivals like this have more than one stage. So, at least 2 stages, even the European ones. So, if you have 3 stages, like Ozzfest had 3 stages, I believe, and so did River City Rock Fest. You're still gonna cut down on some of the. Like Frank made a good point too. You're gonna pay all that money, and yeah, there's a lot of good bands on the bill. 1, how long are they gonna play? 2, are you even gonna get to see them? Because I've told this story before. Ozzfest 2005 that I said I went. I wanted to see In Flames. I was watching Rob Zombie headline second stage. By the time I made it to main stage, In Flames finished playing. So I never got to see In Flames. So let's say I want to see 10 of these bands. I'm probably not going to end up seeing some of these because I'm going to be either stuck trying to get to the other side, stuck in a line to use a bathroom or something, or whatnot, or trying to find somebody. You know what I mean? It just seems crazy, the logistics of it moving around. I feel like, yeah, this is like an influencer thing where just to be there, you're going to, do it. So anyways, back to this. It says viewing area with security. So it makes it sound like they only have 1 stage or 2. Like, how good could you have of a viewing area?
Why would you need security? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Just me.
So, well, it says up to 10 of your
trying
friends. So, I mean,
to-
if you got 10 people with you, yeah, still, why would you need security?
Right?
So, yeah, I'm curious to how they had that set up. Second part, complimentary, 2 bottles, your choice, 1 premium liquor, 1 champagne.
I'm not trying to drink liquor at a festival like that in the hot sun and shit. Like
Food vouchers for all in your
that.
party.
Okay.
Cabana available at, here's the part. Cabana available at main stage only. So there are multiple stages,
so then-
but your cabana is only going to have a viewing area.
Of the main
a view, of the main stage.
Huh.
So I guess
So you're still gonna have to leave.
yeah, you're still going to
So
have to
you
leave.
paid all that money,
And you're not going to be
to
at your,
still have to leave.
yeah, let's say you want to see Alien Ant Farm on the 3rd stage. You're going to leave your cabana, right?
That you paid.
That you paid for, and you're probably,
fucking,
yeah. You're probably going to be gone for more than an hour trying to get there. Oh, you want to be on the fucking barricade for Alien Ant Farm. You're going to be in there. You're going to get out, get to your cabana. You're like, oh, my champagne's warm now. Then you're like, fuck.
You're so stupid.
Then I want to go see Cam FDM on the 2nd stage. Then you're not going to have.
You're not even gonna be using that.
Yeah,
shit.
you're going to, unless
you're just there.
unless
to just be
just to be there, and you're just going to see whoever's playing on main stage
Yeah.
because they're going to alternate. So unless oh no, even then it's stupid. I was going to say unless you're there just to see the top head, the top
then
build.
you paid $20,000 to see System?
just to see System. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
they're your
I'm
favorite,
not,
but
they're
you're
my
not gonna
favorite, but I'm not
that.
going to pay 20,000. Yeah. Let's go on. Performances all day on multiple stages. Wait, what the fuck does that say? Performances all day on multiple stages at Las Vegas Festival Grounds. I don't know what the fuck that means. Expedited entry at the main entrance. Okay. Private air-conditioned restrooms. I hate to say this, but I'd pay a little extra for that. Not 20,000, but I would pay a little extra for that. Oh, funny story. So, friend of ours, Matt, we went to go see a concert. We went to go see Trivium on their Dead Men and Dragons tour. We saw them here in San Antonio. When was this? Was this last weekend?
Yeah.
This was last weekend, right? Okay, I don't remember what it was. So, there's a VIP area upstairs. And Matt spent a fuck ton of money. I'm not going to say how much, but he spent a fuck ton of money on this tickets. And I was like, dude. And then Frank and I coincidentally had a conversation about ticket prices and stuff. And I saw a video about it, like why they're so fucking crazy. So anyways, we get there and I was like, fuck, I need to pee already. Right? We had a couple of beers. And the restroom was like pretty much on the opposite side of the venue. We had seats, whatevs. It wasn't that far of a walk. But I did know of a restroom that was around the corner on our level because we were in the balcony. So there's a VIP lounge, you know about it. We've been in there before. There's like a bar, but apparently for some shows it's extra. You pay extra for it to go in there, right? So there was a restroom there, and it was a private restroom. Matt and I used it all night. Nobody was fucking there. There was literally a sign that said
You're
VIP.
giving away the secrets of the...
Fuck. Now, damn it. No, I didn't say it.
Shit.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll bleep
Wherever
that
you
out.
are.
I'll bleep that out. I'll backpedal. Okay, I'm going to bleep that out so you guys don't know my fucking secret. So, Matt and I used that all night. And I was like, yeah, I need this. So, anyways, next, charging. Ooh, here's an important one. Charging stations. You get a charging station for your phone. Okay.
Oh my
okay,
goodness.
whatever.
Okay.
Food choices from regional and local
Fuck
vendors.
it out like we used to, man.
Yeah,
Just
I know,
thug it
right? Just
out.
fucking, or just don't record the whole fucking show.
Oh, God.
Another one. Bars, concessions, official band merch, free water. Oh, free water stations and more.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell. I just drink water from my private restroom. I fucking need you to fucking, not from the toilet. Just kidding. I wouldn't drink from that. That's still disgusting. I'm just kidding. I'm a germaphobe, kind of, like semi-germaphobe, and I wouldn't do that. Here's one that would piss me off. Skip the line access for general admission merch store. So,
Oh.
that's stupid. If you have your own merch section, why the fuck you gonna cut in line on the GA people's line?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm VIP. Like, oh, fuck yourself. So one thing I always told my brother, this was back when River City Rock Fest was the thing, and they had the VIP. I was like, VIP's for fucking pussies. Like, why are you gonna go to a music festival to like not be in the shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's the fun part of it. Aside from dying of dehydration, and because me and my brother almost died seeing Metallica, yeah, all that stuff. The water price and all that. But it's fun to be in the crowd and stuff.
I do like that Germania, you can take a closed bottle of water in, and then they have those water stations.
They have the
you can
water
fill it
stations,
up. So if you're smart enough and you remember, which we didn't last time, but it was okay because we bought one water bottle and then you can just fill it up all night.
Yeah, which we did, yeah.
Which is smart,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, so it's so thoughts on this. Oh, Lisi's playing with the other peanut butter thing. Sorry. Thoughts.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, and I thought about it.
Okay,
Also, kind of like a daydream kind of thing, not like we're like I'm thinking about.
Let
fucking...
me ask you a question.
Okay.
So I know they're probably getting a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
But as a performer, would you feel like it was worth it to get all your gear and your peeps and your band and your crew, or if I don't know how that works, if they provide a crew or you still need your own for a fucking 30-minute set? Is that worth it to you? I mean, I guess like I said, they're probably getting a good chunk of change, but like the travel, the time away from,
So,
like just,
I think it depends what level you're at. So, like, if you're, again, I'm going to throw them under the bus, kind of. Alien Ant Farm. You're not getting any, like, what the fuck are you doing? So, like, to play a festival like that, to be at their level, I'd be like, yeah, this is cool. You're going to get a chunk of change. You know what I mean? I'm sure your label is going to pay for you to get there. So, you're not going to pay anything out of pocket. So, it's like a free trip, kind of. You are going to get paid something, probably not much, because a lot of it's going to go to promoters and blah, blah, blah. But those fucking ticket prices, just to calculate that and to calculate the attendance, I'm curious to how much money that generated. Because we did read some of the, money generated for the Rammstein concerts when we had our Rammstein episode. But this is just for one show. For multiple bands. So again, going back to your question, Alien Ant Farm, one level. System of a Down, that's another level. I'm pretty sure they're getting a chunk of change. You're asking if it's worth it. I would say yes. Like I said, the label's going to pay for your stuff. It's not like you're unsigned and you're going to have to deal with all that shit. I'm just going to be chilling in a fucking van or a plane and someone's going to do all the shit for me.
True.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to play. It's going to be fun. I'm going to get to see people that I was probably playing tours with back in 2000 and I get to see them again, and then you get to be in front of a fucking sold out fucking one day festival. I think that alone is kind of worth it to me. I wouldn't care if I was playing 20, 30 minutes. To do it for something like that, I think I'd be cool with it. But again, like I said, it just depends on the level of band you are. And, the experience is going to be different. I mean, if you're System of a Down, they've had shows like that under their belts for the past, I don't know how many fucking years. So, I don't know how it affects them. But like other bands like Kitty, who they've just started playing shows again recently, had a reunion and stuff, and they were on When We Were Young Fest, and from the posts that I've seen of theirs, they really enjoyed playing it. They had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, they seemed like super fucking stoked. I was still seeing stuff that they were posting like up to earlier this week. And then for them to do something like this next year that's similar, but with bands similar to them, it's probably going to be even more fun for them. I mean, it seems cool. And also, too, I was thinking about it, like, at my age now, I'm at a point right now, it might change later, where being at a festival like that seems uncomfortable to me. Especially like Frank was talking about, which bands are you going to see? Back in the Vans Warped Tour early days and Ozzfest days, that was kind of fun to me, jumping around, catching different bands. But
I think
now,
though,
no.
It's because people are different now.
That is true.
It's different
that's
people
true.
going
That's
now.
true.
Like,
that's true.
It's like, I don't know. We sound like fucking old
No,
people.
no, that's true. But it's true, though.
It's just the crowd is different.
Your fucking
now.
MetaVerse. And no, I'm just kidding.
No, it's just, it's the people that want to be on their phones. Like, I don't remember what I was watching the other day. And not a single person. Oh, like Europe. Yeah. People in Europe, they're watching the show. Nobody has their phone up in anybody's face or space and stuff. Like, I was like, damn, like that seems pretty dope. But I think it's just because it's a different crowd now.
So, I don't know if you caught this, but maybe you did. When we saw Rammstein, of course, they're big in Mexico and Europe, but they did good here in the States as well. They had a disclaimer in the beginning of the show that said, please don't record the show, try to limit cell phone use. Yeah. There were still people that recorded the whole show. We had people next to us recording the whole fucking show. I like to take a few pictures because I have a bad memory. I've said this before on the show before, and you guys know it. I say stuff and I stop mid-sentence and I forget what the fuck I'm saying. I forget things. There's details from concerts I've seen in the past that I can't tell you right now because I don't remember. Funny thing is, this got me thinking about Ozzfest 2005, and I told the story where I ended up on the barricade watching Black Sabbath. I can't tell you shit about that set. I don't remember it. And I don't drink at concerts. You know that. We have a couple of beers sometimes, and it's rare. Matt and I had a couple of beers. You and I had a beer once. One beer at one beer at a couple of shows. But anyways, so my memory has nothing to do with, what I'm drinking or what I'm smoking, So I don't remember any of that stuff. I don't remember what the fuck I was wearing. I don't remember even who I went with. I just remember Tony Iommi being in front of me. I remember catching the pick. I don't remember anything from the set list. And I was there on a fucking barricade. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, pictures. I'll take a few pictures. You guys saw the pictures on Rammstein. I don't like to take videos. Maybe I'll take one, but I don't like to live stream shit. And so anyways, Rammstein had that disclaimer. And people here will just fucking record. Why the fuck? And
at Rob Zombie, the lady that got in front of us. Oh yeah. She recorded the whole Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
When I saw Stone Sour a few years ago, the person, of course, it's standing room only, and I'm short, and the person in front of me, I had to watch the concert through their phone because it was in my face the whole time. Yeah. It's so annoying.
Yeah. So that was that. I'm glad.
Yeah. I think we could make it at a festival. I think we would have fun. It's a different crowd now. It's just different people.
Yeah. And it'd have to be something, closer.
Shit. People equal shit.
Yeah. People equal shit. I know Frank and Britt, I think, have done one or a couple of festivals recently. But yeah, I don't really remember what their experience were. Probably ask them about that. But anyways, so let me go into the last piece of the show, and then I guess we can just kind of.
Beer?
Yeah. Let's try another beer. So I guess while Kim's getting the beer, I'll talk about this real quick. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, I didn't want to spend too much time on it. I just thought it was interesting. Metallica played a show earlier this month, on November 6th at Hard Rock Live in Hollywood, Florida. They played a 16-song set, and it's being called their 80s show, or they played an 80s set list. And this is pretty interesting because they played songs from only their first two albums. They only played songs from Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning. So they only played 80s era music. 16 songs, like I said. And this was a special show, and it was in honor of their late label boss, John Zazula, and his wife, Marcia. I didn't know about this. So basically, John Zazula was their first manager that they had back in the 80s. And he was the reason that that Kill 'Em All was released. So apparently in the 80s, John Zazula had a record store, and Metallica released their demo No Life Till Leather, and it was a real popular item selling at the shop. And so he wanted He wanted Kill 'Em All to be released. In order for Kill 'Em All to be released, he founded the record label Megaforce Records. So on that label, Metallica was able to release Kill 'Em All. and they were actually able to go on their first American tour. So he's the one that did that for them. He was their first tour manager. He passed away in 2020. Oh, he passed away earlier this year, and his wife passed away last year. So I just didn't know that. I didn't know the whole history of Kill 'Em All and how that came about. But basically, he's the one that, you know, created the label just so that album could be released. I thought it was pretty interesting. Let me go through the set list real quick. I know Kim won't know a lot of this stuff, but I know some of you guys out there will, and I know a lot of this stuff. So here was the set list. They opened up with Creeping Death. I fucking love Creeping Death. I saw it when they played in Austin, at X Games. They played Ride the Lightning, Motor Breath, No Remorse, Trapped Under Ice, Call of Cthulhu, Phantom Lord, I Am Evil, the Diamond Head cover. That's fucking sick. They played Metal Militia, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Whiplash, Fade to Black, Seek and Destroy, and then for their encore, they played Fight Fire with Fire, Blitzkrieg, which is a cover, and they ended with Hit the Lights. That was a pretty fucking awesome set list. I think that was a one-time thing. But yeah, it was just an 80s set list, and I thought that was super fucking interesting. There are videos of it. I haven't seen any yet. I actually forgot to. So if you guys want to see any of that, I think if you go to loudersound.com, that's where I got a lot of this information from. They have an article about this show. You can even just Google Metallica 80s show or 80s set list, and the loudersound.com article will pop up, and they actually have videos embedded on their story. But I thought that was pretty interesting, you know, being a Metallica fan or unfan or demi-fan or frenemy fan, whatever you want to call it, because you guys
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. But yeah, so that was all the stuff I wanted to talk about, I think. And then just real quick on Ozzfest 2022 and how we were talking about Ozzy and the festivals and stuff. I think also too, it kind of makes sense for him to do this because like touring during the summer, doing Ozzfest was fucking brutal. For a lot of bands it was, and I know of a couple of bands or a few bands, I think on Ozzfest and Warped Tour, I think it more so Warped Tour, that didn't play the Texas dates because of the heat. So pretty interesting. So I think this might possibly be our last beer for the show. So yes, Kim said yes. Okay, so
I mean, unless you want to try that other one that's in there, I don't care.
we can save it, and then we can just pick one of these that we want to drink it outside the show.
I'm like, I already finished.
Oh, you already finished the cotton candy one?
Candy.
Okay, so this is from Martin House. Of course, we have to have our Martin House minute. Okay. This is the sister beer to one of the other ones we had, which was the, what was it, the jalapeno?
Honey jalapeno.
Honey jalapeno, there you go.
Honey bear.
Honey bear. It's called Honey Bear. Thank you. This one's called Down Under. Sister beer. The artwork is similar. It has little bears on it. I'll post a picture of this online. It's a strawberry kiwi sour. I fucking love strawberry kiwi. This sounds good. 5.2% ABV. Of course, it's a Martin House sour, so we might get a whole bunch of sour.
I'm going to put that one in my glass.
Okay. And it has a cute little strawberry bear, and he's holding the hand of a little kiwi bear that looks like, it's a koala bear. Kiwi koala bear. So cute little bears, and those go with the honey bear and the jalapeno bear on the other beer. I think there was 3 bears on that, right? A honey bear.
I don't know.
A jalapeno bear. I'll have to look at it. I believe there was
just 2, like that one. I don't know.
Okay. So, Down Under. So, I'll go ahead and let Kim do the honors. And while she's doing that, you guys, if you want, can go ahead and start checking out the website and our pages and stuff. I'm updating them. I'm kind of restructuring them. Not restructuring them, but giving them a little makeover, updating them a little bit. It smells good. Did you drop something in there?
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. No, that's cool. I don't use that, but if it goes in there, we're all doomed. No, you're good.
I didn't get a napkin real quick.
Oh, okay. What was I saying? I was talking about something. Fuck, I forgot. Oh, yeah, page. Yeah. So go to rocktalkhappyhourpod.com. You can see I updated the website a little bit. There is something that I updated that I won't, you guys can probably guess if you go to the website. But I will release that when 2023 hits. I've been tempted to post it ahead, but I think I'm going to wait. But you guys can see some of the stuff that I'm doing on the website now, and on the social media pages. Update a little bit. Let me know what you think. I did quite a bit of updating. Some of the photos, the banners that we had on there, I posted a new banner. You guys saw some of the pictures of the bottle caps on Instagram. Yeah. So 2023, like I said, I'm going to have some bigger updates for the podcast, and I'll show everybody when the time comes. So it'll be a surprise. So let's try this beer. Let's see what we give it. So far, Kim and I have been on the same page this episode. So this is our last one. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to write Kim. I'm going to write me. All right.
I forgot.
Smells good. Smells strawberry-ish. Oh, I don't know why she made that face, but.
Oh, I don't like that.
This tastes like you know that strawberry, like that sometimes that candy that kind of like where it's strawberry, but it kind of tastes like plastic.
Sure.
I'm saying like that weird artificial strawberry taste where like some candies have it, and maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. I wonder how this would taste draft. Oh, I'm gonna taste it.
You would taste it out of the glass.
I'll pour it in mine.
Oh, I have germs. Oh,
No.
Just kidding.
I have germs.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was a cotton candy. I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna swish it around a little bit. Sometimes that helps. I'm gonna pour it all in the glass so that the flavor kind of mixes a little bit. Let's see. I poured that like shit, but let's see. Cotton candy again. I think it tastes better like this. Try it again. I kind of wish I had.
Different than I did.
Kind of wish I had a little more kiwi? Question mark. I mean, it's not horrible. It tastes better like that. I mixed it around a bit. We probably should do that more often with the Martin House beers. Move them around, roll them around, pour them in the glass, swish them around. It doesn't taste like how it did when I tasted it out of the can. It tastes a little different.
Not my favorite.
Tasting it again. I have to pour it in the glass, and I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
What do you give it?
3.
3. Okay, not bad. All right. So, any closing thoughts on Ozzfest 2022, Sick New World, or Metallica?
Nope. I don't think so.
All right. So, like I said, next week we probably won't be doing an episode. I have a gig. And I think the week after that is Thanksgiving? ? So we probably won't have another episode. Probably.
Yeah, because last time we tried doing it on the weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was hell. For me, it was basically I spent all day doing the podcast. I mean, I don't mind doing that because I like doing the podcast, but I also do because it just takes so much of my time and just literally took all day. So we probably will have another show
in December.
We'll finish. That's going to be episode 80.
Yeah.
And we'll pick up where we left off on topic wise. I didn't want to talk about this now because it's relevant and I didn't want it to get older. Like I said, if you still want to see Ozzfest.
Wait, depending on what everybody's doing, we may be able to do one Thanksgiving week.
Oh, true. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah. In 2 or 3 weeks. If you guys want to, see, anything at Ozzfest, or anything of that MetaVerse Music Festival that I was talking about, and you guys want to see me or whatever, chat or say something, especially if you're from like Australia or some shit, or fucking Canada or something, or France. Just to see how it is. You can go to decentraland.com, and you go into the metaverse and fucking, show me screenshots of your, avatars. And I'll show you guys what I saw. I saw a pretty funny one in there. There are some weird ones, but, anyways, like I said, keep track of our Instagram, Facebook. I'm updating everything. 2023 will be the big thing, and you'll be able to see all the metaverse stuff that I posted on those pages. So we will see you guys next time. Hope you like this little episode with Kim and I. You guys seem to like these. I look at the stats, and you guys like these duo episodes of Kim and I. So, but anyways. So yeah. Oh, also too, let me know or let us know if you got tickets to Sick New World. Also, let us know.
Did you get a cabana? Can we come?
Yeah, can we come?
Extra,
you have up to 10.
9th and 10th person.
Yeah, just ignore all that shit talking we were doing earlier. Or also too, let us know if you went to When We Were Young Fest. I want to know how it was, like setup wise and all that BS.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, because I mean I could Google, but now I find it hard to find answers to stuff like this. Googling, it's not like that simple anymore. I'm looking for shit like for 30 minutes, like trying to find a specific answer, and I can't. I could possibly YouTube, but whatever. I want to talk to somebody. So about their experience. So if you went, let me know. Hit us up on Instagram, or if you know who's somebody who went, tell them to hit us up. We're also on Reddit. Anywhere you can find us, just go to our fucking website. All the links are there. Even my music project is there. It's linked on there. So, like I said, rocktalkhappyhourpod.com. We'll see you guys in 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll see y'all next time. Be safe and all that good stuff. And if we don't talk to you guys before Thanksgiving,
after, it would be after.
After. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.